Hey everybody. Well, welcome back to the Soft Talk Hard Truth podcast. I am, as always, your co-host Jay.
Hey everybody, and I'm Shay. Welcome back.
Yep, been a while, gone for a minute, but we back again. So, uh,
Sure.
it's just, we were actually, we just gonna jump right into it. We ain't got no agenda. We going freestyle. One of the things we're just talking about was like these DJs who call themselves DJs but aren't really DJs because they don't be DJing. So for those that don't know, I am a child of the '90s, born in the '80s, raised in the '90s. So when I think of a DJ, I think of somebody with like again two turntables, bunch of crates. Crates have records in them. Like it's basically it's like that's a key important factor right there. Any song that you might want is somewhere in them crates, and they spend their time either at house parties, in the car going to house parties, or at the record store digging in the crates. That is where the phrase "digging in the crates" comes from. I
That
think.
is where it comes
I
from.
think. I may have made that up. I don't know. Um,
It sounds good.
sounds good. I'm gonna roll with it. But I'm not the Shay is the music head on the show. I'm not. I just like what I like. Shay has more background in music than I do. Um, but I don't go around calling myself a DJ when I'm not a DJ. So we were actually talking off the air about like what actually a DJ is, because few people call themselves DJ, like DJ Academics and DJ Khaled. Um, and I just don't know when they be DJing. Like I think DJ Khaled is a producer somehow. I, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I feel like so I'm like you. When I think about a DJ, right? I feel like a DJ is a person who DJs, right? You spin. That means I want to hear you, mixing, right? I want to hear some transitions. That means you're a master when it comes to beats and rhythms and music and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm gonna want to hear you get up here and you should be able to DJ my party at any time, any party I'm having, any event. But some people, like I was just personally asking, is DJ Khaled or is DJ Academics, are they DJs? I don't even know if DJ Academics having any music. I don't even know if music even being associated with his name. So I'm 100% not sure about. DJ Khaled, he's associated with music, but I don't. Does he DJ though? Even stuff from back in the day. Yeah, so that's my question. Like I'm trying to think of even stuff I might have seen from him when he was back in the day. Was he DJing?
I don't know. Is there any footage of him DJing? I don't know.
That's what I want to know. I mean, and if there is some of him DJing, okay. I never saw it.
Yeah, and it's like, uh, again, I think what do we look at as what a DJ is has definitely changed since you and I were growing up. But still, like, even some of the people who don't DJ in the traditional sense came from that area. They can't have that in their background. So like,
Mhm.
um, Funk Master Flex, used to DJ. He be on like Hot 97 every Friday night DJing. You know,
Sure.
um, DJ Clue was actually a DJ. Like yeah,
Yeah.
you know, he not just a person yelling Clue on all the records. He actually
Right.
DJ. Like yeah, he actually DJed.
Yeah, he DJs. Yes.
I actually didn't know that Timberland was a DJ Timmy T apparently. Um,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, but it's like that. But like they actually work with the turntables and the mixes and like
Yeah.
there's it's not just spin a record. It's a science to it. Like because you got your like you actually see them if you've seen the DJ actually work, they're practicing and making playlists, and kind of how you said, studying rhythms and transitions. What song goes with this, what beat goes with that. Knowing when to scratch, when not to scratch. Like that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like there's actual skill in it, and I
Well,
don't know. Like I think he kind of, technology definitely has played a part because I guess there are these fake turntables now that you can get. You got.
you know what though? So I don't know if I told you that my dad is a DJ. Like
Mm-hmm.
my dad jam my whole life since I was a kid, right? So that's also where I get my definition of a DJ from because I've been watching him DJ since I was younger. But I actually bought my dad like this I guess this what you're speaking of, like the modern version of some turntables or what have you. He gets on there. He's nice on there too. But see, the thing is, he's nice anyway.
Exactly.
He's been doing it for years, right? So it doesn't matter what he has. He just transitioned it from the real two turntables over to the equipment he has now. But that's my thing. Even if you do it on there, okay, so you mixing. But for the people, if you're not even doing that, then how are you a DJ?
Just got you a playlist on Spotify. I could do that, bitch.
Exactly.
Up,
That's not a DJ.
up there with your goddamn YouTube playlist. Talking about I'm a DJ. Like no.
Correct. It's weird to me. That's the whole thing. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what. I mean, now I'll tell you. Like I told you, I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I saw stuff and I saw, like I said, I saw D Nice on there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Was DJing. You were talking about. You said you saw Jazzy Jeff on there. He was DJing, right? So they're really spinning. And I do see some people. I saw some people, folks that I don't know. Um, you know, one I do know, his name is Trix. He's on there, so he's DJing, right? These are people, they're actually on there mixing. So it's not that it's not a thing anymore because it is. So or maybe this is it a once a DJ always a DJ kind of thing?
I don't. I don't know. I think you still got to be in the game at some like at least a little bit. Like, cause if you get to a point where it's like we're asking kind of how we are, like, what do you do? Like, what does academics do? What does Flex do? Are you still a DJ, or are you just a professional yapper?
Well, see, that's my question. So at what point do you stop being considered to be a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
or do you or is it not? Does it never happen?
I don't. I don't know. Like the only
That's
again,
interesting.
like the only DJ I still see actually in the game, still still spinning somewhat regularly is Jeff. Um,
Hmm.
like that, like, and again, and
Hmm.
like just because you spinning tables, spinning records, don't mean you don't do anything else. Like Jeff got albums,
True.
they actually pretty damn good. But it all comes back to two turntables. Maybe I'm
Right.
just old fashioned.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it comes. Like if you're not spinning and mixing, and like I said, doing, like you're supposed to be impressive with the fact that you can mix this song with that song. That's supposed to be impressive. People are supposed to listen to you, and but um, they have. Wait, what was that term? What's that other term? Mixologist.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody say it, right. So even I can understand that, right? So that implies that it is a science, right? That implies that you have mastered mixing, right? And playing music and things like that. So yeah, if you're not doing those kinds of things, at some point maybe you just drop the DJ off your name and you just become whoever you are without the DJ in front.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
If
and
maybe that would make it more comfortable if you're just what would you be consider? So that was my question. So what are they considered? Are they social media personalities? Are they right? So what are you then?
yeah, it's a good question. And I guess it kind of depends on what they're doing. Um, again, I kind of how I said before, I think DJ has taken on a different definition. I guess maybe the definition has evolved because now you got, there are some DJs, I guess celebrity DJs, um, where instead of just rocking a house party, they actually rocking out arenas. Like you got like that on that end of the spectrum. You got
Yes, you do.
you
Yes,
got
you
your
do.
DJ, what's the name? Dead Mouse. You got Marshmallow. Uh,
Yeah,
Shaq apparently is a DJ.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that. Uh huh.
Shaquille O'Neal because he apparently doesn't have, he still has too much free time. You can do it. Listen, I guess you can do whatever you want when you're worth $500 million.
Hey, yeah. I mean, you know what? And I guess after a while, you think of new things to challenge you.
Hmm. Yeah, but apparently he's somewhat decent. I don't know. I haven't seen one of his shows, so I can't tell you if it's like because of his rep or his skill, but he does play and he plays in front of packed crowds.
Really?
Yeah.
That crowd. Wow. Okay, so okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Who else? Ronnie Cycli. I don't. You may or may not know this name. He was another former basketball player. Plays for the Miami Heat. He went into DJing. He's actually been very very successful.
Wow.
So just imagine a
Wow.
couple of the tallest DJ you've ever seen. That's probably him.
Okay. And that would be him.
Yeah, because I mean, he's six. Well, he's 7 feet tall. Shaq's obviously, Shaq's 7 foot one.
7 foot.
But
And
yeah.
you know what? Even the other guy, even the guy that was on, he's from one of those reality TV shows. He's a DJ too. I think he's a pretty big DJ. Paulie,
Oh, DJ Paulie D.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay? Paul, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. Paulie D. He's pretty successful as a
Hmm.
DJ.
Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. I was just looking at cycling. So apparently, he started when he was 14 DJing. So he been in the game
Oh,
like he. But that kind of goes back to what we were saying. Like you actually DJing. Like you like
right. Yeah, well, yeah, he was DJing for
yeah.
sure.
And
Yeah.
he was doing wow. He was doing this in Greece. Like, he's Greek, but he's DJing as a kid. He actually has some albums. Um, yeah. Shout out to Ronnie Cycli, man.
Yeah, I
So,
think it's good. Listen, if you're really out there and you doing music and you really mixing and stuff, that's then you're a DJ. You know, I know nowadays they don't people aren't really coming out with turntables and stuff because of the technology and how the world is, and so I get it. I mean, whatever you're using, as long as you're mixing, and not just sitting there. And that doesn't mean just getting up there and putting one song on one side and one on another side and just stopping the button and push, right? Because there's still a science to it, right? It doesn't matter what equipment you're using, you still have to be doing the same thing. If you're not doing the job, if you're not doing the transitions, if you're not mixing it, like, how you can hear some of them playing two songs at the same time, crazy, and that's what you need to be able to do. That's the stuff that I've been hearing since I'm a kid.
hmm.
My dad got a crazy ear for stuff. And do you want to know something funny? My dad now, like I told you, I bought him that equipment. Listen, one day, so he'll still like when he comes down, he'll bring it because it literally just goes in a bag. It literally goes in a bag and he brings it down, and he done bought his two Bluetooth speakers with it, so he got a nice little sound with it. Took off for his 16s he used to have, and so he's playing. He comes and he's playing me this mix one day. He got Sexy Red in there, Sexy Red along with like some old, because remember he's gonna have some of his old school stuff in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So he's, it's crazy to hear some of the stuff that he's mixing. But yeah, he's up on everything.
Yeah, and I think that's part of what makes a DJ is being that bridge between the old school and what's going on now. Like, and you just pick up, just keep adding things to your I guess your repertoire. Um, like that's what I like TMI DJ. Like you start, and again, like as the longer you're in the game, I guess the more you're able to do it. Just be able to mix the new stuff with the old stuff. Um,
Yep.
it is, yeah. It's definitely a skill. It ain't just somebody pushing buttons. Like so.
No, it's just pushing. It ain't just pushing buttons. I tried a little bit. And it's a no. It's not. It's not a go for me. Yeah, it's a dub. But it was fun because they even got a little app that you can do. It's DJ. I forget DJ something, but you
Mhm.
can do it like try to mix it yourself with the two things on your phone. Yeah, mine was horrible,
Yeah.
horrible. But it was fun, And then here he is. He comes up the same thing. I said, I don't think you can do it on this phone. I don't think it works as well on the phone. That's what I'm saying to him. He takes the damn thing and puts the stuff on, and it sounds like he got the equipment right here on the table. I was pissed. So off. Yeah, but it is. But it's fun, to watch him.
What's the
Like him.
most unique DJ name you've heard?
I feel like I saw a DJ. There is a DJ that does. I feel like it's what is that? What is it called? Emo music, maybe emo. Or like that real fast music. And I feel like that their name is almost like a symbol.
Hmm.
I saw it. I'm gonna look it up. Tell me yours while I look at it, because I'm almost positive. Let's see. Is it emo? Is that what is the name of that music?
There is emo.
I feel like I don't know that. No, first person that comes up is David Guetta. I know him. You know him, right? David Guetta or something.
Oh yeah.
Mm, no, it's not him. They gave me like five names. Like there isn't more than that. This is a Subway. Somebody's called Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's called Subway. Somebody's called Eardrum Destroyer. That's the full name. Oh, okay. Yeah, they keep telling me Calvin Harris. It's not. It's not. It's not him. Oh, this is him. AALOK.
Hmm. I think I've heard of that person.
Yep, he came up and on Sirius XM
Okay.
one day, something that they were playing, and he was in the mix. Yeah, ALOK. I'm not sure how you say the name, It's EDM. I was trying to figure out. I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
think of what it's EDM. I
Okay.
felt like I was saying it wrong. Yes, it's EDM. It's
Fair enough.
yeah, because when you started saying the name, you said Marshmallow, and I'm like, yeah, he's like in that mix of people. That's his name.
Okay. Yeah, I will
How about
say.
you?
Well, I will say the EDM crowd definitely has some creative names. Um, but for me, like when I was like until I was aware of like the EDM crowd, the most unique was DJ Venom.
DJ.
DJ Venom, the Poison Man. That's what he called himself. I don't know.
Where's
He was more small time. I don't know how successful or not he is these days. But this is like 20 years ago.
okay, okay.
But since we're on the topic, I have of course found a list of some of the more interesting DJ names.
Ah, okay. Let's
So
hear this.
allow me to share a few. So we got Paris Trilton, Os-
God, yeah. Uh
o-
huh.
Osama Bin Laden,
That's wow. Oh, okay, okay,
Oprah Spinfree,
okay. Uh-huh.
STDJ.
Wow.
That's nasty work.
Wow, that is.
Vinyl Richie, I like that.
I like Vinyl Richie.
So yeah, they be getting very creative.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's actually pretty cool. I forgot Paris Hilton, DJ. You ever seen a DJ?
Hmm?
You ever seen a DJ?
I have not. She DJs?
You said Paris Hilton, or is that something,
No,
or
Paris
was that to somebody?
Paris Trilton. Yeah.
I got it. I got it. Okay. Oh, this was about to say, what the heck? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Paris Hilton actually DJs. I don't think she knows her way around.
Okay. Well, because
A
listen, you know, nowadays, hmm, okay, I found somebody who's got a so his name is Afrojack.
yeah, okay.
Afrojack, which is pretty interesting. Some of these names you can't even say. How do you pronounce Anyma?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's an interesting name. It's a very interesting name. Lost frequencies. Yeah. Claptone. Yeah. You gotta love it. People come up with, bass jackers. Most of these people I've never even heard of. There's lots and lots. I mean, there's more DJs than you realize.
Oh yeah.
Like these are considered to be the top 100. They're saying. So that's interesting. Top 100 DJs. David Guetta makes music, right? He makes music.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right. I feel like I can't think of what he's made offhand right now, but I feel like what is it? It's all what he's made.
I mean, it says I guess he's Technically, he's a French DJ, I guess.
Is he?
Yeah, but he's also a producer. He's in that in the EDM.
The EDM crowd.
Hmm.
He's like the top one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like the type for sure.
but
But
yeah,
I can't. I think he had like a big hit at one point. Something that is probably known. I just can't think of it like right now because I don't know why I would really know his name otherwise. So, you know,
yeah. I mean, he's worked with top acts. I think Rihanna and Nicki Minaj. I don't know if I would recognize anything that like he's worked on. Over, I'm sure I probably heard it. I just wouldn't know it was him. But
it's probably a Rihanna song.
yeah.
If he did a song with her, it's probably one of the Rihanna songs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe from when she first, or when she was in that phase and she's making that music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you one of the folks that are like hoping that Rihanna comes back to making music?
Hmm. I'm indifferent to if Rihanna comes back and makes music or not. Because I can't say that there's not Rihanna songs that I don't like. I'm not gonna say that there's songs that I don't listen to because I do, but I'm okay if she doesn't make any more music. I don't feel like there's a Rihanna void per se. Yeah, I mean she can. I don't know if she needs to come back and start making like a whole bunch of music, but I think maybe it would be cool if she did it the right way, maybe to make one CD. But no, I'm not hoping she's making it.
Hmm. I guess there seems like there's definitely maybe it's died down a little bit, but there's definitely uh portion of the population that's like really waiting for her to come back. And I'm like, it's been like what 10 years, like
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And I guess they're
But
not. Hmm?
well, you know what I was gonna say. So part of my thing with her coming back is, I don't think she loves it like maybe she once did, and so when somebody doesn't love something as much, maybe you don't get what it is that you're looking for. I don't know if she can give us exactly what she's given us previously because she's not the same. Like she has become very much fulfilled without music. So, I think that holds true for people in all different kinds of, things in life. But that's what I think, I mean, look at how much money she's made and how well she's done without music.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting take because yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Like, um, you gotta love what you do. Um, Maybe for her, she just uses it as a a stepping stone to the next thing, which is totally okay. Um, like I also think that the the world will go on if we never hear another you know, Rihanna album. Um, it's just like some people who really get like are like upset with her because she's in the business world and she's having kids and she's doing everything but making music. And it's like, yeah, she's a grown ass woman. She can make her own decision. That's the whole point of all this is to be able to put yourself in a position to make your own decisions.
Right.
Um,
She's living life.
yeah. Um, Also, I mean, ain't she? I think she's one. I think people confuse singer with performer a lot because she's definitely a dope performer, one of the best I think in our generation. Um, I mean, vocally, okay, like like she ain't Whitney Houston in the vocals.
Uh, Boy. from it.
Like so. Like,
I hope people. I mean, I don't know. Wait, what's her fan? What she? The Navy, right? So Rihanna's got the Navy. I
hmm
mean, so maybe folks in there, maybe they think that, but I don't know if she's considered to be a vocalist.
yes,
I mean,
that exactly that.
yeah,
Like I don't know if they understand that they're like that's like vocalists are a thing. Like you got your
yeah,
performers, you got your vocalists, you got your musicians, you got your songwriters, your singer songwriters.
correct,
Like there's these different things. Everybody they tend to put everybody into the singer category.
right.
It's like nah, like there's this vocalist. Like, like
Yeah. Well, they just did Jay-Z did his what was it, the Reasonable Doubt anniversary show or what have you.
mhm.
What was it, like just a week ago or so, and she was on there. I mean, I saw all the clips on social media or what have you, and I saw a lot of the comments and stuff, and and I just thought to myself, like, I mean, so she sounded like Rihanna to me. I mean, that's what Rihanna sounds like. That's what she sounded like before. I don't know. I mean, what are you looking for?
uh, oh yeah, I mean I think she sounds. I think whenever she performs, she'll sound like what she sounds like. Um, again, I think we'll be fine with if we never hear the Rihanna sound again. Like
We'll be
we'll be
okay.
okay. Like the game will take care of itself. Like that.
Yeah.
Like we'll
And you
we'll be
know what?
fine. Like like
We gave us.
yeah. Like
Right.
it's like you said. Like there's no void. I'll say that there's no void that needs to be filled.
No.
When it comes to Rihanna. I think she did what she had to do, or did what she wanted to do, and she's living life. And I think that's really what's all that should matter. Um,
And she's happy.
that exactly. Um,
She looks very happy. I mean, that's one thing that is visibly noticeable. She looks very happy.
mhm. And I think part like it's interesting because um, if y'all haven't been able to tell, I'm not the biggest Rihanna fan, um, but I'm also going to go to bat for her being able to do whatever she wants. I think a big part of this push to get her back is the sense that we like own celebrities. And it's just like we just don't. Part of it, I think, is that we don't look at celebrities as real people. Like how dare she decide to have a life?
Right.
Um, like you said, she looks. I'll say she looks happier now than any point I saw her when she was performing.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I seem to recall before there being a lot of like reports and things about her not being such a pleasant individual in the past. And so I don't hear those things now. I mean, I read some things before, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know the woman, so I don't know if those things were true, but I read things before. And then you see her and she just looks different, and maybe that's why. And yeah, I think you're right. I think that society has a tendency to be very selfish when it comes to celebrities, because I mean, would you want your mother away from you most of the year, right? Because she's working.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what she's doing. It doesn't matter what she's doing, right? She's working. Well, that means she's away from you. She's not nurturing you. She's not being a mother, right? So if it's your mother, it's a problem. But it's okay if you try to entice someone else's mother to do so just to entertain you. Things like that. You want to be happy, right? And you want to have a family and a life, but it's not okay if your favorite celebrity does the same.
Yeah. Uh, Oh yeah, shout out to Rihanna for living her own life, the way living her life on her terms, which is really what we should all aspire to.
Yeah. And being filthy rich while you're doing it, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Out here killing them while you're doing all of that. And there's that part. Because
Yeah.
people act like she's just not doing music, but she's not doing anything. She's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely successful at what it is that she is doing.
Yep.
Yeah, and she can come back and do the shows like she did with Jay-Z and give us some hits and or do videos or what have you, and she's gonna be just fine. Everybody's allowed to. I mean, how long is too long? Is the thing. I mean, when you are, I guess it's different if you're an actress, right? Because your actors, maybe it can be a little longer for them. But when you're a performer, at what point is it okay for you to say, I want to, get out of the rat race?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this: when you're worth $1 billion, you can do what the fuck you want.
For real. Is that part. Every word of it.
And I'm not one of these people who like have something against people being billionaires. Um, I think that's is interesting because I think that the people who are just like so against billionaires, I don't think it's a very honest conversation or honest position. Um, because I challenge anybody to be presented with an opportunity to have $1 million and turn it down. Like, not like people be talking about, being a billionaire is some sort of moral failing, and it's like, okay, so like, are you gonna tell your son or daughter that they can be anything they want except be a billionaire? I don't think so.
Correct. Correct. Hmm.
Like, I think I think that the selfishness and just some of I think there are a lot of billionaires who are just bad people and selfish, but I don't think that's a function of them being billionaires. I think I think if you know before you get to a billion, you got to get to like the hundreds of millions, and before you get there, you got to get to the tens of millions, and then you got to get to the billions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you're an asshole
Hmm.
at 2 billion, you were probably an asshole at 150 million. You're probably an asshole at 10 million.
Correct.
It just scales up as you get more and more money. Like
Yeah.
money
Just
doesn't,
level up.
yeah, like it doesn't. I don't believe that money creates assholes. I think it probably just reveals them. Like you can
Hmm.
still be selfish. Like think of the most selfish person in your life. Is that person a billionaire? No.
Correct. No, no, you don't have to have a dime to be selfish.
Exactly. Think of the biggest asshole in your life. Is he a billionaire? No, he's not. Guarantee you he's not.
There is that part because that is 100% the truth. So,
Okay, the most toxic person you know in your life ain't a billionaire.
nope.
But yeah,
I
just
have a thing.
yeah, but it just because of the things that they do are just on such a massive scale. It looks like oh billionaire is being bad, and yeah, you know there is something to say about you know particularly like your corporate billionaires getting that much money while your workers a lot of them barely make enough to survive.
Hmm.
Um, but again, if like if you made 999 million 999,999 dollars 99 cents, is that better? Like like where is like
Yeah.
are you saying are you saying that line is really the difference in that is 1 cent? I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty sure that wealth inequality existed at 500 million, 400 million, 100 million. Like I think you know selfishness. I think is a very much a human thing.
Yeah.
It's something that transcends income levels. Like, um, and kind of how I said before, we don't like billionaires, but every person on the planet is going to jump at the opportunity to be a billionaire.
Correct.
Um, I think it's just a matter of what you would do once you become a billionaire. Like I would love to be a billionaire, but I also know what I would do with. Like I would just start fixing shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't need a yacht because like a yacht to me buying a yacht is the same thing as buying a plane, which is the same thing as buying a house, which is you're buying work because you got to maintain it.
That's for
I
sure.
I want to do that. I want to do that. And
But
like
work.
nothing but work. And like maintaining means also you gotta like deal with people. Like you get a yacht, you gotta get a pilot or a captain. Like gotta get like staff. Like just like too many people. No, no. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just go from one thing to the next to the next. You're
Yeah.
right.
I get you get the yacht to get away from people because the yacht is exclusive shit. Like people, the average person can't afford a yacht.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you bring in all these like you do that to separate yourself from the people, but you got to bring in people with you. No, I'm not with it.
Yep.
Like I just buy me a big ass house, stay home by myself. No, I'm not.
That just makes more sense.
like, what the, like you're gonna buy this $200 million yacht and you gotta hire like 25 people. What the no? No, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I agree.
But like I would just start fixing things. Like how much money would it cost to end world hunger? I want to find out. Does Flint, Michigan, have they ever gotten like clean water back? Like I would try to get that fixed.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
I would go around the country paying off all of the school lunch debt that people have, while also questioning why the fuck we have school lunch debt in the first place. But different story.
Yeah.
like why?
Yeah.
And I was like that that's something that I definitely would want to do. Like I always said, if I won the lottery any amount, like millions, billions, or whatever, like the first thing I want to do is eliminate school lunch debt because it's like you got kids, children who like from day to day don't know, you know, where the next meal is going to come from, or they know that their only meal is going to come from school.
Yeah.
But because they don't got $1 or whatever it costs, they're not gonna eat.
Yeah.
Really?
It just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. And then you know we wonder why you have certain kids, black kids, because it's always the black kids, because apparently white kids never do anything. Um, they just shoot schools up, but different story. Um, you know,
Right.
you know, but we always wonder why these kids are rambunctious and misbehaving because they're fucking hungry. Like how many kids have been put on like the special ed path or disciplinary path because they have behavior problems when really they fucking hungry. Like you can't concentrate when you're hungry.
Well, damn thing when you're
Yeah, and then you got to go home. Mom, dad, they're working late. So that there might not be food. You might go a day or two without eating. Yeah, you're probably not going to be the best the most well behaved. But instead of trying to figure out what the issue is, no, we're just gonna suspend them.
Yeah. Well, that's the easy one.
Yeah, So like I want to just eliminate that and then like find out how much it would cost to just make school lunch free. You know, I would start in Queens because that's where I grew up. And I figure, okay, how much would it cost to do it in all of Queens? Then the five boroughs, then the state. Like I would see how far we can go.
Yeah, because there are times when they get those little, I guess they're some type of stipends or something where they're able to do things here and there. So it would be nice if I imagine it can be done the same way, and then it gets just allocated to them
Yeah,
so that they can have lunches
yeah,
and decent lunch.
yeah.
Yeah,
None of that fish with the weird cheese in the middle.
yeah. That's
I
you already know how to do you.
already know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so
I used to, man. I remember the first time I saw it out, I was so happy, and I've been to that motherfucker. I was like, what is this bullshit? It's like, cause it's like,
the lunches were terrible. They
um,
were so horrible.
yeah, it's like, did you, they took I mean, it's not high quality fish, fine, but it's like, you already took this low quality fish patty and hollowed that bitch out and put some fucking fake cheese in it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Mm-mm.
What's the fish? What is that?
I don't know.
Is it fish? I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know. Whatever that them cheap types of fish was, that's probably what it was. They never. I mean, they never said what type of. They just said fish. They never said what type of fish it was.
Yeah, no, it just says fish.
Yeah.
It just says fish. Yeah, I don't know. It just smelled funny. It looked funny. Just yeah, no, just it's a no. The cheese looked weird. School lunches weren't good. I mean, I asked my son if their lunch is like a little bit better. He said their lunches are decent on like different days. So not every day, but there's some days they get it right. I said, okay, that's good. And plus they can go and buy stuff, outside of whatever it is that they're giving. So that's good. Except of course if you bring your own stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
at least they go and buy something. We couldn't really go buy much besides the little ice cream.
It they wouldn't let I. Well, again, I grew up. I went to school in Queens, so they knew if they let us out, we weren't coming back. So.
Oh yeah, no, they can't leave. No, he can't leave. It's they have uh like little vending machines that have all different stuff in there where they can get
Oh,
different
okay,
things.
fair enough.
So they able to buy the stuff, and they can get like little outside stuff, which makes it good for them. So if you don't want to eat that, you go over to that vending machine and you buy you something. Because nowadays, like even in the hospitals, you go, some of them. I don't buy the stuff, but I mean, people, there's little things in there, like kind of little meals, little quick meals that you
Yeah.
can have that you get when they're on shift.
Okay. No,
So
fair
yeah, they
enough.
cool. Yeah,
Okay.
no, they ain't coming back if you let them out.
Yeah,
That's
but
no.
like I will say where I currently live, like you be seeing, around lunchtime, at least at the high school, yeah, they be going out, go to like a Whole Foods. So I be seeing them up in Whole Foods. There's a couple of restaurants they let them go to, as long as they come back. Um, but again, it's a how shall I say, it's a different clientele, you know.
Okay, I was gonna say that's nice.
Yeah, it must be nice. Okay,
Yeah,
because I don't remember that when I was in high school. I remember I remember them big ass NYPD officers blocking every door from
yeah. I
from
don't.
9 and 3.
No. We didn't leave. No, we definitely didn't leave out. And I don't. I'm gonna have to ask my son. He's. So I feel like if he was able to leave out, he would ask me already. He would have said something about leaving because he's not one of them kids that'll just be going off. Thank God, but he ain't just gonna go off and just do whatever without saying something. Plus, I can see his location, so there's always that part. I'm gonna ask them, but I don't think they can leave no school. It's a no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever that is, shout out to you all over in your neighborhood. You
Yeah.
know, kids in your neighborhood that's going out to Whole Foods.
Yeah. It must be. Hey, it must be nice having that freedom. You know, I can only imagine what it's like to have that freedom. You know,
Yeah.
me and my ancestors can only imagine what it's like to have freedom like that. Be able
Yeah.
be able to go to the store.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely didn't get that
Nope.
unless she was cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It wasn't free.
I would if I was a billionaire, I would. That's something that I definitely want to do because I think that like so many. I think those are the things that don't get looked at when we talk about or question why so many kids are knocked off, pushed off the path to like college or wherever they want to be. Like I'm all for like creating scholarship funds and whatnot,
Yes.
but I also think that kids that the kids that want to go to college are going to go to college. Um, I think
Yeah.
you're always gonna have those kids. I'm worried about the kids who like never even get the chance through like no fault of their own. Like, but
True.
they get lumped in with kids that just don't do well. And it's like no, there's just so many opportunities for kids to like fall through the cracks, and we just um I was fortunate that I wasn't one of them, but nope, I grew up seeing this. And I guess if you didn't grow up in an environment, then you maybe you just don't know where to look, or but I've seen kids acting the fool literally because they're hungry or because they can't concentrate. What would happen if how much more focus would children be if they didn't have to worry about where the next meal is coming from? I want to find out. you know.
Oh, that's true. I mean, that's true. And you know what? And funny. I mean, even when you talk about like scholarships and stuff, like not all the scholarships are made for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the problem with scholarships, also. Or if it's said to be per se for everyone. I mean, the criteria that you have to meet, eh, you know, might be a little bit more difficult for some than others. So it's sometimes some of the kids that don't go to college are not going because they're not smart enough, or some of them, they could do just as well as some of those other children if they were privy to even some of those benefits, like even some kind of money, even if it's not in the form of a per se scholarship, or if it's just someone says, here, let's help these kids out, versus you know still, I feel like sometimes they're still kind of excluded by design, you know, with some of those things. So yeah, I think there just needs to be opportunities, like if you have it, to really just help those kids with the small things so that they can be able to do all the rest of the things.
Yeah.
You know, they're not worried about passing standardized tests if they don't have meals and clothes, and you know, what do you care about a test, right? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I mean, so there's all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. But you bring up a good point because I think sometimes, and I don't know if it's a parent thing. I think parents, on the whole, want what's best. I think parents on the whole want what's best for their children. Um, I think this sometimes, and again, speaking as a non-parent, I think sometimes we get locked in or we get tunnel vision as to like what the best for our children is. I still have to say that you know college, like you said, college ain't for everybody. You know, trades. I think trades are important. Um, you need them. Like you need your you need welders and plumbers and mechanics. Because I don't know how to fix shit. I'm gonna be honest, and like and like we look down, or I don't know if I look down, but it's like we don't. They're not important until you need them.
Yeah,
He's just a mechanic until that transmission falls through.
correct.
You know,
Correct.
just a plumber until you can't flush shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
Stuff I'm talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, yeah,
Um, but you have, you may have kids who um like putting things together or good with their hands, like fixing things. But growing up, college was the end all be all.
right.
Okay, and again, nothing wrong with college, but like it's an investment, and it's a big investment to make if your heart ain't really in it. It's like
Back to what I said earlier, right? I feel that's why I said I feel like that is really valid in all different aspects of life because why would you go spend thousands and thousands of dollars on something and you're not really into it? Then what?
hmm yeah, yeah.
Especially when you spend so much less and get somebody who loves what they do and who's great at that, whether they are an electrician, a plumber, a mechanic, whatever it is that they are, a carpenter, right? All those folks. I mean, we need both. We definitely need both. That's why I said like, so if it's a scholarship, you can only have a scholarship if you want to go to college. Why can't you have a scholarship if you want to go to one of the trade programs? Where are all the scholarships and where's all the help for those people? Because we need that.
hmm
And that's why I said, I feel like it's kind of like by design. There's a certain group of people that you're never going to be privy to that help, that assistance.
Yeah. So
And this is coming from people that's over on the other side, by the way.
exactly.
Right?
Like this,
So we understand it.
yeah, like this. What both of us got what multiple degrees, like, like this, like, yeah,
But we're still saying it.
yeah. But you know, I know that was my plan. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And I've seen folks in college. I'm sure you've seen them too, where it's like they were there because they were expected to be there. Like that's what their parents expected them to do. Or
Right.
there's maybe they did want to go to college, but they ain't studying what they want to study because their parents wanted them to study this. You know,
Correct. Yep.
like it matters because like if like my freshman roommate, like I don't think he was made. Or I don't think college was for him. Like I think that's what his parents expected him to do, and like it showed up in his grades. Like I don't think he cared about college, but
Hmm.
and he ultimately graduated, but by the time he graduated, I got my bachelor's and master's, and like we started at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Because he wasn't into it,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like when you're not in, for me, it's just a waste of money, because don't even get me started. I really feel like we pay too much for those of us that even want to go to college path, right? And so some of the tuitions that these schools charges is just astronomical for no reason, But I mean, just compound that with the fact that you're there and you don't even really want to be there, and you're not even happy, so you're not even giving your all. That's different than you sitting next to someone like myself or you, who this is the path that you had pre-chosen, so you knew you were going to do it, and so we're in there busting ass, and we're
Mm-hmm.
going hard every day. But that's because that's our passion, and we're working towards what we want to. I'd much rather, like, I mean, God forbid, like, if one of my kids come to me, they say, "Listen, I don't want to." My son says, "I don't want to go to college." Okay, well, so listen, You don't want to go to college, so let's talk about what you do want to do then, right? You want to do a trade instead. I mean, because it's all right if that's the path that you choose. You got to choose something though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to do something as long as you're doing something. But I'm not gonna push the traditional college path because it was the one that was right for me.
yeah. And even myself, like, I didn't really decide what I wanted to do or know what I wanted to do prior to like my third year. Like I took a finance course and I realized like this is what I want to study,
Mm.
and that became my focus. Um, my mom, like a lot of moms, they wanted you to be a doctor or a lawyer. So
Hmm.
and I'm sitting, I'm like I don't feel like going to law school. I'm like, I don't. That's not what I want to do. Um, so I know I still wanted to learn, but I didn't care.
You
Uh,
wanted.
hmm?
Yeah, that's not what you wanted. That wasn't your path.
Yeah, like I realized like I didn't care about law school. I like it as an idea, but I don't not something that I want to do.
Hmm.
And I'll say for the most part, it's paid off. Like the path that I'm on, like to I've been able to like create things and meet certain people that I don't know if I would have been able to do the same on the law path. Like sure, I probably make a lot more money. Um, don't know if I'd be happier, and that matters.
Yeah, it
It
does.
like it definitely matters, and it's like a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of my lawyer friends would probably hate me, but like a lot of lawyers that I see don't really have a personality, and I just can't be. That's not me. Um. So yeah, yeah, you got to choose a path that's for you because you're the only one that's going to go down that path. Um.
Every single day, you're the one that's got to get whatever it is you're doing. You're the one that's got to get up and do it every day. And listen, it's hard enough even when you chose a path and you complete it and you go on it. It's difficult enough for those of us sometimes just to still go to work every day. So just imagine if you were a person who's like already don't even like it. You didn't even like what you were doing and you just feel forced into everything. I just can't even imagine how difficult that would be just to do that career.
Hmm.
Just do that, take that path and be down that road for how many years of your life?
Yeah.
Gotta be happy. You gotta you yourself have to be happy with what you're doing in life for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um. And you're right. Like, college has gotten way too freaking expensive, man. I,
They're not even charging for nothing.
hmm?
They're just charging for nothing. Like it's all that money, and what do you even what is it even for? I mean, you're really charging. They're charging based off of names. I mean, of course, everybody wants to go to the great schools, right? But the better the school you go to, the more money you're gonna pay. Because it's just like anything else. You're paying for mostly for the name, the prestige of having that name on, you know, your name on a degree that has that school's name.
Yeah.
So,
And like yes, I'm sure on some level, like the curriculum, the work is probably I don't know, challenging. More challenging is the phrase, but like, is the work harder at like a Harvard or a Yale or one of these upper echelon schools? Um, because at least I think at Harvard, one of the Ivy Leagues, like they put in caps on how many students can get A's in the class
mm,
because I guess
that's,
too many people get getting A's, and it's like if everybody gets an A, what's an A? But I guess if you have these A students that don't really know shit when they come out, but they're a Harvard graduate,
But you know what the thing is? So, all right, I'm trying to think of different. I can't think of a university, but if I go to Harvard and someone else goes to a community college, right, and then transfers over, and we end up with the same degree, we end up taking our boards, we now have the same license. Depending on which accrediting body we choose, we are now accredited by the same body. When we go for a job, what really makes one of us stand out from the other, besides if you're a new grad? Really, when you're a new grad, that's when it's really the most beneficial. But outside of that, once you're coming in and you're looking, I mean, I've been in my career for a while. So if it's just myself and it's someone else, more than anything, what they're looking for is how long have I been doing it? I can't remember the last time somebody asked me what school I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot remember. I don't remember when somebody says, "Hey, where'd you go to undergrad at?" I don't remember anyone asking me that in a long time. Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go to grad school? Nobody asks me. So now sometimes I think about it and I'm like, well, I probably could have went to, different schools. Shit. you know, less student loan debt at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And still doing the same thing. So, I always think about that like, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's my rub when it comes to colleges because I feel like that's what it is. It's a game.
it really is, and it's like you know, it. I read it. I think it was a New York Times article, but yeah, they put in caps on like however number of A's you can get, and I'm like, because I guess that's their solution, I guess, to the problem, as opposed to I don't know the teachers giving them an A if they deserve an A, like what is your grading criteria? Just if it deserves an A, if everyone's getting A's, you know, I think I will look at that just like if everybody's getting F's or if everyone's getting C's. Why?
Right.
You know,
Why?
is it a legit A or is it very easy to get an A in this class? Like I would look at that and then you know fix it if it needs to be fixed. But like you just
How does someone want to fix it?
yeah, you haven't solve anything. So like I legitimately bust my ass every day, do all my homework, knock out these reports and projects and exams, but I get an A minus or lower because I don't make I don't make the cut. Nah,
Yeah.
like me and you gonna have some talking in the office
Yeah.
because the math
Because I'm not.
I'm not understanding the math ain't mathing, homie.
Yeah, if you have a sample, just a raw sample, and out of your class, because of your cap, you say, okay, so only 4 people in this class can get an A. But what if there are 7 people in that class that are producing A caliber work? So now the rest of those people just by default have to get a B plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Yeah, I want to talk about it immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have a whole conversation.
Exactly.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, like just like you could just I don't know score grade them accordingly. Like I don't remember that being an issue in like my school or any other school. Like like if you got an A, you probably deserved it. If you got an F, you probably deserved it.
Right. I mean, and furthermore, for someone to pay that amount of money for their education and then for people to then stipulate what type of grades they can get because they want to implement caps and things like that, it just is diabolical to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at how much money someone has to pay to come to your school to begin with. So how is it that you are then, and then if you're an instructor there, so are you intentionally skewing people's grades and giving them grades less than what they really deserve because you're trying to make sure that you are fulfilling whatever the quota is, So then there's like that's an ethical issue for me, because how do they do that? Hmm, that's interesting.
Yeah, let's come up with a solution to a problem that, or a solution that doesn't actually solve anything.
Well, what was the problem?
The problem is you had uh, apparently too many students getting A's.
So that was the problem. Too many students were getting A's.
Yeah, and I guess they're getting into careers, or they're getting jobs, or getting opportunities for people with A's, but I guess their work is like, raises the question, like, how the fuck did you get here? Like, how you it's like you have this A,
Okay. Uh-huh.
like, does this A mean asshole? Like, what does it stand for? Like, so I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but it's like,
That's it.
but again, it's at these prestigious universities, which theoretically are the hardest to get into, which will lead to believe they're the hardest to get A's at. Yet
Mm-hmm.
so many people are getting A's. So it's like, again, if everyone gets an A, what's an A? And I was like,
Right.
so, you know, basically they're revealing what all of us know, which is that, you just kind of how you said, you're just getting opportunities based on that name.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the substance, ain't is probably worse than someone who went to, Queens Community College, or Drexel, or some non Ivy League school.
Mm-hmm.
But that person that went to the non Ivy League actually put in the work to get that A,
Correct.
which means they have the work ethic needed to do whatever job they're going for.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but you have these companies, I don't know if prestigious, but like, high paying companies that literally have like deals with schools, like, or they only hire from this school, or that school. But
mm-hmm.
like, everybody's an A student. What's an A student? And like, apparently some of these people are just fucking idiots. Which, again, anyone in a anyone not in that environment would be able to tell. But they got
Correct.
they got that Yale name or that Harvard name on them, and they're on a job.
That's because a lot of them get in there, based off of privilege and based off of namesakes and things like that. And then people get into those schools, and then, they are sometimes afforded the privileges while in the school because of the same reasons, um, family names and money and, being board members, contributors, etc., things like that. And I'm sure that's how they end up with some of those A's that they might not have deserved.
Yeah, yeah. But DEI is bad. So, yeah,
Hmm.
you know.
Well, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to read up more on that. I didn't know anything about that Kappa. I'm gonna read up on it because things like that are pretty interesting to me. I'm gonna search it. The world of U.S. education is very interesting.
Yeah. So like Harvard, I guess I thought it was the Times, but I guess it was Harvard was one of them. Yeah, it was a New York Times article. But Harvard voted the faculty the faculty voted this year to basically cap straight A's at like 20%. And
Oh,
a lot of other colleges do it, but it's like, you know the Ivy Leagues made it, anything that they do is just this more, um,
oh yeah, of course.
you know. But again, it's like, what what problem are you solving? And it's interesting that the faculty is voting on it because isn't the faculty the people giving the grades? like, like,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something there, but it's
My purpose. Yeah.
like you make the syllabus, you make the grades, the grade structure. Like I'm sure the school has something there, but you're the one giving the grades. So it's like, you know, now maybe maybe there's pressure, I guess, to give people A's. Um, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I want to be the professor that gave somebody a C at Harvard, but again, if that's what they earned, like that's a reflection on them, not me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're working a reflection of you. I mean, you know, that's the way it works.
Huh.
Well, if I do A work, I want an A. If I don't do A work, then don't give me an A. Give me whatever it is that do.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, you're capping grades, but kind of how you said before, another way to look at that is you're deflating grades also for
Correct.
the people who the people who don't meet that cap or fall outside of it, your grades are artificially deflated. So yeah, I get it. You don't want to artificially inflate grades, but the solution isn't to deflate someone else's who may actually deserve it. Like I wish a motherfucker would give me like a B when I deserve an A because of the cap. Like I don't. Man, I don't want to hear about no salary cap when it comes to my grade.
Uh, well, and you know what? Especially if I feel like because okay, so there's a cap on the A's, right? But still, that does not negate the people who still end up with those A's for those other reasons. Those people will still slip through, right? And so now here they are in that cap. That would piss me off, if I was one of, and I know I'm giving that kind of work, and then I know what kind of work you're doing, and I know why you're getting an A, but I'm boxed out because they got a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
And like you already have folks, essentially paying for their dumbass students to get good grades. You just give them more incentive to make sure that they're in that 20% or that whatever percentage.
Correct. Yep. Yep. That's the part that is super annoying because there are some people that really do have to work hard to get into those Ivy League schools. There are some folks that really bust their ass and they work hard.
Yeah.
And they do deserve A's
Mm-hmm.
because they do A work.
Like not nah, homie. We going over every question, every assignment, every answer, every lecture, every report,
Sure.
every like we. I need you to show me show me where the B is.
Yep.
Because right now this B stands for bullshit, and if I don't get the grade I deserve, that B gonna stand for beat down.
Exactly. I was about to say for backhand because I ain't about to play with you.
The B gonna stand for backhand, gonna stand for beat down, and that A gonna stand for ass whooping.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played with my grades.
I don't. Okay. And like don't let it be a C because that C gonna stand for a cap in your ass. Don't play with me.
Oh,
Like don't play.
don't even
Mm-mm.
shift fingers and put no C anywhere near my name. I don't have no C's in my name. Don't you put no C on no paper.
Mm-hmm.
I will really have a problem with a C. Yeah, that will disturb my whole spirit. I can tell you right now. Yeah, I don't know how people. I know there's some people that be like, "Oh yeah, I don't mind. I don't care about my grades. I went to school with people like that. Oh, I don't care as long as I'm passing." Nah, that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I never been one of those. No, I care. I care. I stay up late at night. I'm sacrificing all these damn hours. I'm putting in all this stuff. I ain't using none of them websites y'all are using. Yeah, nope. I ain't getting no C's or none of that.
So they're gonna. So there's a cap on the A's, but basically there's no cap, or at least here there's no cap on an A minus.
Oh, so they're gonna give people a whole bunch of A minuses.
Basically.
Well, listen, whew, they got the best game. I mean, they people think that people out in the streets be hustling and got game. They're looking in the wrong area. These people here,
So you get A's on your homework, you get A's on your exams, you get A's on whatever project you got, and all adds up to a A minus. Again, the math ain't mathing.
interesting.
And I guess they're banking on the fact that your average student probably ain't gonna go hard for A versus in A minus. Like, well, at least I got an A minus. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not like I got time.
no.
I got time.
I always got time when it comes to my grades. Yeah,
I
I don't
got
want to talk
time.
about.
This semester's over. I got time.
Yep. If I, especially because I always kept track of my grades too, so I'm gonna know. So if I'm getting A, and then all of a sudden you say I got an A minus, nah, I want to talk about it. We're gonna go through every assignment. I'm gonna show you everything I have here, and you're gonna show me how that equals A minus.
Mm.
And I write well, so I'll start firing off any kind of emails, letters, whatever it is. I will be a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
One you don't want,
exactly.
because I got time.
I got time. I got nowhere to be for the next couple of weeks. Let's talk about it.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. Hey, who made the call?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing but time.
Yep, that's how I feel about it. So yeah, not don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, there was something happened when I was my last year in grad school. I was fortunate enough to get uh graduate assistantship. Um, like basically it you basically your tuition and your housing's covered. Just like
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
But like the way my school is like you get almost penalized for like getting more financial aid
Mm.
because they be like taking shit away, instead of just like adding it to the pool to
Hmm.
like cover everything. They be like, oh, well, you got this, well, you don't need this no more. Like, no, no, bitch. That's why I got the other thing.
Correct. It's a
it's a
package.
package. It's to cover this gap. So now I got to cover this gap. You blockhead. But they did something like that because like I got like a bill of like several $1,000, and I'm like outside of books and like food, I'm not supposed to be paying anything. So like I was up in that office every day.
I know it.
Like I told him like I'm gonna be here every day until you get it fixed because I know what I'm supposed to pay. I know what I'm not supposed to pay. So it's like we can get it done now or we can get it done later, but they're gonna get done. Like you gonna see me every day and they saw me every day. Okay, and let me tell you that bill went away.
Hmm. Yeah, because but you have to they be banking like that's like with everything. People bank on the fact that you're not gonna address something, because so many people don't. And companies make so much money off of things like that, like them billing people incorrectly and people just letting it go by the wayside. People don't feel like going, like, people don't want to take the time to go through it, right? People don't want to go ahead and dedicate it because it's a headache, it's frustrating, or what have you. And you know what happens? They just keep that money, right? Because now you're owing them money, right? So it's more money to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth it. That's why it's like, yeah, I got time, especially when it comes to any of my dollars, any grades. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to me, And if it's local, if it's any place where I can pull up, I'm definitely pulling up for sure. Because I love to talk in person. So yeah, I'm definitely pulling up if I can pull up. Because I'm not playing. Listen, if I could go to that daggone cable company like I was telling you, they've been giving me all these problems. If I could go in there and really talk to somebody, I'd be sitting right there. I would be up there every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta keep yourself right.
Oh, this is nice. So, so the schools for some schools, schools that limit these like limit the grades,
Mm-hmm.
also have I guess what's called transcript transparency. So they put they got I guess it's called interpretive text on transcripts. But basically, it explains that this policy where we limit the amount of A's, I guess, so that people aren't you know unfairly penalized when they try to find a job.
Ah,
Um, but again, it just like all of these steps and like stop gaps to fix something that you're not even fixing. Like you still haven't addressed just giving people the grades that they deserve. Like I just feel like you could save yourself all of these things by simply giving someone the grade they deserve based on the
the
curriculum or the
work.
structure. And again, maybe you
Oh,
just need to review your curriculum and your grading structure. Like, why do you need to come up with a policy and a formula and have it voted on, and now you got a loophole that you made, and then you got to put this thing all these words on a transcript to like
right,
to like
right.
like a disclaimer to any potential graduate school or corporate employer when all you had to do was just give somebody the grade that they deserved.
Well, because the bottom line is, if the problem was there was all these people getting A's that you felt like, you know, possibly did not deserve it, then you needed to do internal work. It's not, don't penalize all the rest of the students. Go back and look. How did those people get those A's then?
Yeah.
You know, and figure it out. If there's some problem people there, you need to get rid of those people. You know, if it's something with your curriculum, you need to change it, and then you need to start grading people fairly. Whatever you whatever you deserve is what you get, good or bad, good or bad.
I feel like you don't have these problems at your local community college
No,
or like at your local trade school. I just have a feeling that you don't run into these issues. I just,
no.
I just you know yeah I don't think like Queensborough Community College has these issues. I don't think Willie P University is going going through this. I just
No. No, it's only when you get up there. I think it's because I think it's because it's those colleges, and it's all about money. It's
mm,
the students that go there come from money. I think it all comes around the types of students that go there, unfortunately. And then you don't have that, at all the rest of these colleges. So people are you don't I don't really ever remember. I mean, I think not that people don't have issues sometimes with the grades that they get, because you can encounter that in any school you go to. And it doesn't even have to be college. That can start way back in high school, but I just feel like it being more of a thing where there's a whole bunch of inflation with grading and things and stuff like that. I never ran across any problems like that. I mean, I didn't go to Ivy League schools, but I went to decent schools, for undergrad and even graduate school. So, I don't remember any of that being a thing. Never heard of it.
mm, oh well.
Yeah. And my program when I got in there, I don't know what it is now because I graduated a while ago, but the program we had like a 4-5% um entrance rate. It was pretty low. It was pretty low. It was hard to get in there.
Mm.
Still none of the bullshit. There was nobody like this.
But yeah, folks, if this is not to dissuade you in any way from going to a Harvard or Yale or whatever, but just saying there are other options, other very, 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 very good options.
Yeah, they're great schools. Yeah, listen, shout out to Harvard and Yale and any graduates from there, especially any of the brothers and sisters that have graduated from there. I mean, so it's always a good thing. Whatever you, if you want to go to any school, it's great. I mean, you should always, I think you should be careful on what schools that you pick to go to. And I don't think that going to college, I think that a lot of us maybe have made the mistake of picking colleges based off of names. And I think that if we don't do that, perhaps we can avoid some of these situations. Look past the name.
Yeah,
Look at some of the things behind the name of the school.
very much. So, yep. Now, I say all this knowing that actually I work for a school that's considered a top university, and I am trying to get my degree from that school. But still, you know, still let me find out that my grades and my final grades don't line up. It's going to be an issue. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
So I want all of my points. I want all of them.
Every single one. I don't blame you. We work hard.
Yeah. So I don't even know how we got on this topic. I know we were talking shit about billionaires. Even though we want to be billionaires.
I don't know how we started talking about this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Somewhere in between, well, we always go off on some type of tangent. Usually good.
Yeah. But yes, if I was a billionaire, like I said before, I would definitely try to fix stuff. Like I would have other billionaires piss off at me because they'd be like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'm like, "I'm fixing stuff. Why don't you get out here and help? Like, how many goddamn yachts do you need?" You
Mm-hmm.
know, I would put billionaires to shame because I'm like, I'm I'm doing this at two. What you doing? You got 150. What you doing with your life?
Yeah.
I'm over here opening schools, partner.
Yeah. It's a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money. I know I hear a lot of people say, of course, as they're amassing, um, you know, large amounts of money, and wealth. Oh, I want to have it for my family, and I want to pass it down to generations and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, $1 billion and billion plus, you can still do that and do for others.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like I'm still going to be investing. Like I have a, like I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
going to put my financial background to good use. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, I'm gonna be investing so that I can make more money. But I'm doing that
Mm-hmm.
with the intent of using that money to help more people.
Right.
Like it's
Right.
like, I would say people they don't want me to be in there because I was making my life mission to embarrass every billionaire on the planet. Like that's how you do it. That's how you get them change their ways. Like I'm just gonna embarrass you. What are you doing with your life?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm out here giving kids cheeseburgers and pizza at school lunch. The good pizza at school lunch. Them little round joints with the pepperonis on them.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Right there.
all right.
Yep.
You know, now I will say the French bread one was okay, but they hadn't had no toppings. But them brown ones, listen,
The round ones is where it's at.
that listen, many a fight was had over them round ones, kid. Okay, especially if you was like last in line or you didn't get there in time. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody knew on that day.
Mm-hmm. Had to get that plain one. Wasn't the same.
No,
Wasn't the same.
no,
Okay.
the plain ones don't hit.
They don't. They ain't got that spice because it's a little spicy. A little bit.
No, yeah, no, it has a little bit of spice with the pepperoni. You
Mm.
do get a little spice. Plain, I don't know them plain ones. Yeah, I don't. You like them plain ones? I don't know. I don't know.
It just tastes different because you got the little grease going in, mixing with the sauce. Like it hit different. Like them plain joints, like you knew that cheese was fake because there's nothing else hiding the flavor.
Yeah,
So,
there's not.
so it's like
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
it's like
It's funny because it's like, yeah, because it's not. It's like it's kind of, I don't know what kind of pizza dough it is or whatever, but it's not even like when you get regular pizza and then you don't have pepperoni on it, because that pizza just, when it's nothing on there, the cheese is super white. It's like a different kind of white, not a cooked white, but it's like, why is this cooked and it's still this color white? Because cooked cheese have a little different white than when it's not cooked, and this is supposed to be cooked and it's still got the non-cooked.
that's because
So why?
they didn't want the cheese to have a little tan because they're racist. Um,
It's sad because
racist racist cheese. That's what it is. Well, I love to hear your rationale. I think my reason is pretty damn good. I think it makes sense
I think it
because
makes
only a racist would try that hard to make the cheese white after it didn't come out to something that was 200 degrees.
correct.
Like
Why does it look like that? Why does it have to look like that? Even
seriously,
when you go someplace and get pizza, when does the cheese look like that?
exactly. Why is this cheese albino? It don't make no damn like it don't make no sense. It don't make
That's what
it
oh, see, I know it wasn't just me. I'm like, oh, you
don't
eating that?
it don't make
That
no
makes
sense at all. And it like it repels the sauce, like because the sauce is right under it. And it's like even
underneath
if
it
you
though.
pull the cheese off, it's white. Like the sauce is still in the
Yeah,
bread. Just it's fucking
the
it's.
sauce is still right
I
there.
tell you, it's racist. It's Ku Klux cheese. I'm telling you, man. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yes.
That's all it is, man. But that
Man,
but that pepperoni one be hitting, like, and that's what I would do. Like I make sure we get like it'll be pizza day every day, but it's definitely gonna be at least once or twice a week, and it's gonna be like good pizza. Um,
yeah,
yeah, like I said, I would just start fixing stuff.
yeah,
Like I want to see how much work I can get done before the government starts passing laws trying to stop me because I'm
yeah.
doing I'm doing a job.
Yeah, so they start saying, and because at some point they're like, no, listen, all right, hold up.
Can't have this Negro fixing all the shit. Like,
Yeah, they're doing too
he doing too much.
much. That's exactly what happened. But that's I actually love that idea because I always think about I work in healthcare, so I always think about like if we could just start targeting things like earlier in life, it would be better. It would be better outcomes long term for people too. Like better habits and things like that, and change. Just it would change people's behaviors, decisions. And that's how you change outcomes.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's like I wonder sometimes like why is it so hard? And it's people. Like we have agendas and it sucks.
That's all it is. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I don't have an issue with like billionaires as a concept. It's just people are selfish and massive amounts of money don't help that.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I think with Elon Musk, I guess if he's not already on his way to being a trillionaire, and I'm like, and it's not the most liked person on the planet, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure he was an asshole before. He got super rich. like,
Sure.
like,
I'm sure he was.
like, have you seen this?
Yeah.
Have you seen what he look like?
Stuff when he did.
Yeah, like if you have you seen what he looks like? I'd be an asshole too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of his assholism comes from being picked on as a kid and as he was growing up. He looks weird. And he's autistic. And you know how people are. People think they were kind of mean to him and stuff. So I think he just got the perfect revenge on a lot of things. And once he was able to go over to that other side, he got real bad. And you know, because he's not a lot of people's favorite for sure.
yeah,
But I mean, he did what he needed to do.
yeah. Now, here's I guess a cool shift because this is also something that annoys me. I may have mentioned it before. Like when people, you know, sometimes, you know, people go through life thinking that, particularly like like if they've, were, nerds or picked on or whatever in school and they go on to have like successful careers, but still, on the social side of things aren't really successful. Like they think that, people they hate them because they're smart or wealthy or these things, or they got picked on because they were autistic or had ADHD. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes just because you're an asshole. Like sometimes the reason you got shoved into a locker is because you don't know when to shut your mouth.
There's definitely those.
Like that's, and again, I'm not saying that that's the appropriate response to someone running the mouth, but
It happened.
yeah, kids don't know any better.
Yeah.
Like they,
Oh no, that happens.
yeah, and it's like, because there are kids with autism and kids with ADHD and kids with a host of other ailments who do just fine.
They
And
do
they do
just
just fine in school. Have a bunch of friends. Get chicks or girls or guys.
and are successful in life.
Yes, but they're not assholes.
No, they're not. Not all of them.
So
No.
like, what is it? What is it about?
Asshole's an asshole.
Yeah, like what is it about you that results in you constantly getting your head shoved into a toilet? I don't know.
You could be contributing into some of it.
Yeah, because
I think there's instances of both. I think there's, some kids that truly get bullied for no reason, but there are some kids that definitely ask for a lot of what they're getting.
mm-hmm.
People in general, not just kids, people in general.
Yeah, and this is not a bring back bullying point. I don't think bullying is good in any shape, any way, shape, or form. This is more of you gotta teach your kids not to be an asshole like that. I think that starts young. You gotta again as the non-parent in the room. I think these are one of the things you gotta teach your kid: reading, writing, arithmetic, how not to get your ass beat. I think it matters. Maybe little Timmy is the smartest person in the room. It's not smart to constantly remind everybody else in the room.
That's not smart.
It's not. It does
No,
it doesn't work in the real world when you're adults. So like,
no,
like
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't work there. So like
That's the way to make friends.
it's not. So like that would be something probably want to address in the first grade. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like it's not oh you're sensitive. No, it's literally something that isn't going to work well for you like in life.
Yeah, this is true.
Like it's just when you're adult they'll just fire you. They may blacklist you. When you're a kid they'll at best they just won't talk to you. At worst they will whoop your ass.
They will.
Like,
They will. Especially because as kids, it's more acceptable.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Like I
Yeah,
don't.
they like oh, the kids they fight, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, they,
yeah. Like I I don't know how to articulate that he's making me insecure because I'm 7. I know how to take this laptop and crack him across the head with it.
right. Yeah, that
So, like,
yeah.
um, I understand. Teach your
Kids
kid.
are just, you know, I don't know. I think that you know, I don't condone bullying either. I mean, you know, we don't have any. We're definitely not promoting bullying and stuff, but you do have to be aware. This is something I can tell my kids all the time. Just always be aware of how your actions elicit responses and reactions from other people. That's all.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Like it costs nothing to be a decent human being.
Oh, sure. Sure doesn't.
Nothing at
It's
all.
free to mind.
Hmm?
So it's free to mind your business.
Yep.
You know, because sometimes people get themselves in trouble minding other people's business, right? So it's not always a good thing to do.
Yes, that's another thing. Yes, teach your kids to know when to mind their business. Um,
Yep.
especially some of you lighter ones out there need to know. Because I feel some of us actually do know how to mind our business. I just feel like it ain't all of us, and the ones that don't tend to be the ones that cause most of the trouble. So maybe this is one of those cases where we're talking to a specific group of people.
Could be,
Could be, maybe.
could be.
Maybe this message is for a certain group of people. I don't know. Um, like I do know a lot of black people, non-white people who need to mind their business. But I've never seen there be a nosy result in like cops being called or like anybody dying or anybody's civil rights being violated or anything like that.
No, no, no,
Like
no,
it's
no,
never
no.
it's never in those households. Um,
Right.
so yeah, maybe you know in between Paw Patrol and Bluey, have a lesson on how to mind your business.
Gracie, Gracie, do a song on minding your business. We need Gracie's corner. She sings about everything. Sing a song about minding your business, Gracie. Teach him.
Hmm.
She's on Disney.
Exactly. If you see 4 women outside having fun, having mimosas, you don't got to go over there. Particularly if they have not invited you over there. And then, but if you do find yourself over there and they tell you to leave, you can leave.
Mm-hmm.
You should leave
Mm-hmm. Quietly.
quietly and quickly.
Mm-hmm. And don't come back.
That yes, that part. That I think that's one of the most important parts. Don't come back. It's you don't need to reset.
Yeah, don't return.
It's
Don't return. Yeah, because that's a biggie.
yes, it's a one-way trip.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No.
These are life lessons.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I just feel you don't we don't get all of these life lessons in the same in all the households. So
I don't think we do either. I don't think we do.
I'd be curious to know what does go on in certain households. Like, what do y'all talk about?
I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know what the conversations would be.
Are there conversations like, and that's a real question. Like, I just
Mm.
because you see some of these families, and it's like, have y'all like do y'all talk to each other? Y'all just kind of exist around each other. But yeah, it's clear that the conversations aren't the same. I just wonder what y'all talk about.
Yeah, they're not the same.
No, one thing I know is not being discussed: seasoning. So
Seasoning.
yes.
Never.
So start with that.
That's a great place to start.
Yeah. Expand your spice cabinet beyond salt and pepper.
Yep. Then move on to showering and washing your legs. But we'll get back to that.
Nah, that part should go first, cause we if you don't do that, then you're probably going to contaminate the spices. So I think what Shay said should go first. We gonna reverse that order.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, cause y'all be contaminating shit. So yeah, wash your legs and the rest of the body
Every day.
every day.
Yes.
That
There we go.
that's yeah, every that is important every day. Um, you don't have we don't need wash days anymore.
So we don't do shower days.
Yes, every day should be a wash day
Yes.
or a bath day, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Lotion,
Moisturizer
mush.
is a must. A must. Just saying. And that's a daily thing too, by the way.
Yes.
Moisturizer.
And why would you not want to be moisturized? I don't get it.
I don't really know because my skin feels icky if it's not moisturized. Like it feels tight. It just doesn't feel right. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in the group of folks that doesn't do the moisturizing. I need it. I need shea butter in my life. I told you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I got seaweed, all those extracts. We do those things on our skin. Keep it nice and soft.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think that's a good place to start for some of y'all. Wash your ass, expand your spice repertoire, mind your business.
Bam.
I think that right there will probably get you through like the first 8 decades of your life.
Yeah, that's gonna eliminate a lot of problems right there. Right
Yes,
there, right there, right there, those things. Mm-hmm.
correct.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I think that will definitely eliminate many of your problems. Um, Particularly that first one, because again, it's always like the people talking about that they're the superior people um, that smell like 1845. It's just like, hmm. So, but
Yep. 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 Yep.
all right. I just say, before we get out of here, you can't be superior to me if you don't wash your ass.
It's that part.
So I ain't trying to hear it or
Yep.
smell it. So keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
I ain't trying.
Don't let.
I don't want to hear your bullshit. I don't want to smell your bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So I will leave on that note before we get into trouble. So as always, I appreciate you hanging out with us talking shit for a couple of hours. Uh, maybe next time we'll have a topic or five. Who knows? It was just
Um,
good to get back in the booth for a while.
yeah, yeah. We gotta get back in here. You know, life has been life, and so it has been nice to just get back in here, and we do appreciate everybody just hanging out with us and listening to us shoot the shit.
Absolutely. So I am going to go ahead and make a snack. It's just well seasoned because that's what I do.
Yes, yes, yes. Seasoning, seasoning. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna find me something to snack on. So it is. It has been great, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
And as always, take your peace and your hygiene seriously, and we'll we'll smell you later or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stay fresh. Catch y'all later.